who had number 9 Kansas State versus number 11 Loyola Chicago for a trip to the Final Four. Come on now. Be honest. That's the South Region Elite 8 matchup. However, after Kansas State knocked off No. 5 Kentucky 61-58 and Loyola continued its Cinderella run with a 69-68 victory against Nevada on Thursday, the Wildcats of K-State haven't made the Final Four since 1964, 1 year after the Ramblers won the national championship in 1963. One of these unlikely schools will be celebrating a trip to San Antonio for the Final Four, March 31st to April 2nd. Let's take a closer look at this Elite 8 matchup, March Madness matchup, Kansas State versus Loyola Chicago. How to watch the Kansas State-Loyola Chicago Elite 8 matchup begins at 6:09 p.m. Edit will air on TBS. No. 9 Kansas State coach, Bruce Weber. Overall record, 25-11. Scoring leader, Dean Wade, 16.2 ppg. Rebounding leader, Dean Wade, 6.1 ppg. Assists leader, Kamau Stokes, 3.4 apg. Famous non-athlete alum, Kirstie Alley. No. 11 Loyola Chicago coach, Porter Moser. Overall record, 31-5. Scoring leader, Clayton Custer, 13.4 ppg. Rebounding leader, Dante Ingram, 6.3 rpg. Assists leader, Clayton Custer, 4.2 apg. Famous non-athlete alum, Bob Newhart. Best individual matchup, Barry Brown versus Clayton Custer. Brown averages 16.3 points per game in the tournament, despite shooting just 33% from the field. He's 19 of 23 from the line, however, and if the outside shots fall, Loyola could be in trouble. Custer, meanwhile, has elevated to tournament cult hero status, and the Iowa State transfer is from Overland, Kansas. He's 16 of 24 from the floor in the tournament. Kansas State must make scoring difficult for Custer. Most eye-popping stat team FTM FTAPCT FTM FTAPCT K-State 41 65 63.1 36 60 60.0 Loyola 21 33 63.6 24 33 72.3. Neither Kansas State nor Loyola have shot free throws particularly well in the tournament, but the Wildcats have benefited more from their opponents shooting poorly from the free throw line. If one of these teams hits 70% or more of its free throws, then it could be a decided advantage given what we've seen so far in the tournament. Watch the fouls in this game, too. Kansas State has committed 58 fouls in 3 games while their opponents have committed 59. Loyola has committed 40 fouls while their opponents have committed 43. A heavy foul and free throw game might benefit the Ramblers if they take advantage of the opportunities. Get to know Kansas State's Xavier Sneed was the X-factor against Kentucky with 22 points, just 1 off his season high. Sneed hit 5 3-pointers, 2 more than Kentucky hit for the entire game. Andre Jackson, Loyola's leading scorer in the tournament, comes off the bench. He's 17 of 30 from the floor in 3 tournament games. Final Four pick Loyola. Kansas State is a 1-point favorite, and it wouldn't be a surprise if Bruce Weber leads this team to the Final Four. But how do you pick against Loyola at this point? It has handled the pressure, run a precise offense and, most importantly, made clutch, timely shots throughout the last 3 games. It's another nail-biter, but the Ramblers find a way to get San Antonio.